Welcome to Alternate Picking for Beginners 1. Here at School of Guitar Theory, we post practice videos daily. Every week starting on Sundays, we pick a theme for these daily practice videos, this week's being alternate picking. Then, for the next 7 days, we post a new video with exercises for you to practice with that are related to that theme. You don't need to follow these themed weeks from beginning to end, but the idea is that you can if you want to. This week's theme is rated for beginners, but in all honesty, guitarists of every level can use this to practice and improve their picking fundamentals. For this week, we're going to focus on arm, wrist, and finger movement in our picking hand. And alternate picking is just picking up and down with the pick. Here's an example. Sometimes it's really easy to form bad habits without even knowing it, so sometimes we get lopsided or uneven alternate picking like this. Sometimes we end up double picking notes without realizing it. You can even form bad habits that don't affect your sound, but instead impact your joints without realizing it, causing problems like carpal tunnel syndrome. This is why it's so important for even advanced guitarists to continue to practice their picking form. That's why I talk about isolating these movements a lot during the week. While we're going to focus on picking this week, it's important to remember that what we're really doing is improving your form. This is going to help you improve your overall playing, not just how you pick individual strings. Remember, these videos are about practicing. You might make some mistakes along the way, and sometimes I do too. Don't worry about it. Just keep playing and don't stop if you make a mistake. Progress is all about showing up and doing the thing every day, not playing it perfectly every single time. Lastly, one of the ways that we can measure that progress as musicians is by recording benchmarks. We have a playthrough and tutorial video for Thunderstruck by AC/DC, which uses a lot of alternate picking. I suggest you use that to set your benchmark, as it's a really repetitive song, and even though it might look a little intimidating for you if you're a beginner, it's not as hard as you think. Remember, this is a benchmark to see where you are now, and not a test to see if you can play it perfectly. The best benchmarks are designed to challenge you, so play it as slowly as you like, don't worry about making mistakes, stop and start as many times as you need to while the track is playing, and most importantly, don't judge yourself. If you're not interested in playing Thunderstruck specifically, you can always pick a different song, but still try to pick something that's going to challenge you. Then, at the end of this week, record yourself again and see how you've improved. I always encourage warming up before practicing or playing. It prepares you mentally and physically to play and helps you to avoid injury. If you don't have a warm-up in mind before you record your benchmark, then I would suggest that you use the first practice video for this week, which is already available and linked in the description. To stay notified of future practice videos, don't forget to subscribe and ring that bell. Happy practicing!